Jalaluddin Muhammad Rumi, also known as Jalaluddin Muhammad Balkhi, more popularly known simply as Rumi, 13 September 1207 to 17 December 1273, was a 13th century Persian poet, Hanfi fiqh, Islamic scholar, and Sufi mystic, originally from Greater Khurasan in Greater Iran, which at the time was part of the Khwarezmian Empire, but is now in present-day Afghanistan. His poems have been widely translated into many of the world's languages and transposed into various formats. Rumi has been described as the most popular poet. Rumi's works are written mostly in Persian, but occasionally he also used Turkish, Arabic, and Greek. In his verse, his Masnavi, composed in Konya, is considered one of the greatest poems of the Persian language. The most important influences upon Rumi besides his father were the Persian poets Attar and Sanai. So Attar of Nishapur was a Persian poet, theoretician of Sufism and hagiographer from Nishapur, who had an immense and lasting influence on Persian poetry and Sufism, and Sanai was a Persian poet from Ghazni, who lived his life in the Ghaznavid Empire at the time of its golden age in medieval Khurasan, which is now located in Afghanistan. He was born in 1080 and died between 1131 and 1141. Rumi lived most of his life under the Persianate Seljuki Sultanate of Rome, where he produced his works. So when the Mongols invaded Central Asia sometime between 1217 and 1220, Bahauddin Walid, with his whole family and a group of disciples, set out westwards. According to a biological account which is not agreed upon by all Rumi scholars, so Rumi encountered one of the most famous mystic Persian poets, Attar, in the Iranian city of Nishapur, located in the province of Khurasan. So Attar immediately recognized Rumi's spiritual eminence. He saw the father walking ahead of the son and said, "Here comes a sea followed by an ocean." Attar gave the boy his Asrar Nama, a book about the enlightenment of the soul in the material world. This meeting had a deep impact on the 18-year-old Rumi and later on became the inspiration for his works. It was his meeting with Darwish Shams Tabrizi on 15th November 1244 that completely changed his life. From an accomplished teacher and jurist, Rumi was transformed into an ascetic. Shams had traveled throughout the Middle East, searching and praying for someone who could endure my company. A voice said to him, "What will you give in return?" Shams replied, "My head." The voice then said, "The one you seek is Jalaluddin of Konya." Rumi died on 17 December 1273 in Konya. His death was mourned by the diverse community of Konya, with the local Christians and Jews joining the crowd that converged to his bid farewell as his body was carried through the city. Rumi's body was interred beside that of his father, and a splendid shrine was erected over his place of burial. His epitaph reads, "When we are dead, seek not our tomb in the earth, but find it in the hearts of men." So these are the poetries composed by Rumi. So few of them which I'm going to read out now. The face she shows me in a little sore, through sugar has never tasted sweeter. Sugar would be bored by its own sweetness if it ever came to know that sour flavor. From Rumi's Khulyat-e Shams Tabrizi. The minute I heard my first love story, I started looking for you, not knowing how blind that was. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere, they are in each other all along. Your love lifts my soul from the body to the sky, and you lift me up out of the two worlds. I want your sun to reach my raindrops, so your heat can raise my soul upwards like a cloud. Beautiful and awakening quotes of Rumi. The most powerful way to resist evil is to sit with good friends who have turned their faces to God. Do not sell your soul in exchange of anything. This is the only thing you have bought into this world and the only thing you can take back. The one who has a good friend doesn't need any mirror. The cave you fear to enter may hold the light you seek. Love is like musk, it attracts attention. Every heart has a window. You can look from your own heart into another. Peaceful is the one who's not concerned with having more or less. You can beat 40 scholars with one fact, but you can't beat one idiot with 40 facts. Close both eyes to see with the other eye. Remember, the entrance to the sanctuary is inside you. Whoever travels without a guide needs 200 years for a 2-day journey. I learned that every mortal will taste death, but only some will taste life. He said, "How long will you boil in the fire?" I said, "Until I am pure." If someone asks, "But what is love?" answer, "Dissolving the will." This is a subtle truth. Whatever you love, you are. The wound is the place where the light enters you. I said, "Show me the ladder that I may mount up to heaven." He said, "Your head is the ladder. Bring your head down under your feet." I looked in temples, churches, and mosques, but I found the divine within my heart. Be silent. Meaning is lost when there are too many words. Why are you knocking at every other door? Go knock at the door of your own heart. The light which shines in the eyes is really the light of the heart. We all face death in the end, but on the way, be careful never to hurt a human heart. Our death is our wedding with eternity. What is the secret? God is one. do a good deed and throw it in the river, one day it will come back to you in the desert. God, take my soul to that place where I may speak without words. You don't live on the earth, you're passing through it. This place is a dream, only a sleeper considers it real. Then death comes like dawn, and you wake up laughing at what you thought was your grief. If you wish to be a mine of jewels, open the deep ocean within your heart. I tell you truly, everything you now see will vanish like a dream. When the world pushes you to your knees, you are in the perfect position to pray.